Mais ça t'incite pas à aller savoir c'est quoi que c'est ça?
Ah ben oui, c'est juste que comme ça, c'est quand même comme...
Moi, je trouve que la plupart des livres, les pages couverture qui te disent un peu à propos de l'histoire, puis te disent, OK, ils te donnent des petites pistes, puis ça t'incite à aller voir, tandis qu'ici, ils te donnent rien. Moi des livres, comme, c'est la première fois que je vois un livre où la page couverture ne te donne rien. Vraiment, moi, ça m'a poussé à lire. Moi, j'étais intéressé de voir pourquoi est-ce qu'il n'y a rien. Y a-t-il une raison? C'est quoi l'histoire après le rien?
Il y a presque rien. Il y a une texture. J'ai trouvé ça cool. J'ai jamais eu un livre que je pouvais comme flatter.
Puis vous, le voir, là, est-ce que les couvertures de livres, est-ce que ça vous influence ou est-ce que...
Like when I got all my books, I thought Hadassah was the one where I was like, what is this one?
Yes,
it looked like a boring one, kind of. It was a white page and it said Hadassah on it. It kind of foreshadows to the simple nature of the book.
And just like the way it's so like simple and elegant in a way that it's
I love that really bittersweet trepidation with Yan talking in the grocery store, how he's thinking, oh, is she gonna look at me? And she's like, oh, is he looking at me? Like, I love that. I thought it was so simple. And even though the pace was not like,
it wasn't like that.
No, it wasn't.
Everyday life isn't like that either.
Yeah.
It's not every day that the guy just like, oh, hi, my name's Brett, proposing. Like, it's not, life is like that. Like, oh my god, is he looking? Oh my god, he's looking.
Yeah.
That sounds just beautiful.
Yeah. And I think also, it was written like beautifully. Like I love the style, and I remember I mentioned before I hadn't expected to read a French novel, and I had seen literary devices like similes, alliterations, metaphors, and I just thought the style alone, the way it was written, was very well done.
I thought it was just so simple and realistic that it was just really well done.
Final words?
Yeah, everything was tied together.
I must say that the simple part of Hadassah was what I did not like in the book. We've all read the generic book. We've all read the story of, this forbidden love, this thing that should never happen but will. It's already been done. And the other half of the story is, I liked it, was learning about a new culture, but it's not what I was looking for in a book. It's not what I'm looking for. And I don't think it's what anybody's looking for in a storybook per se. I'm not saying it wasn't enjoyable. But
It's faulty.
It's not faulty.
It's not so much about the forbidden love, like the kind of concrete part of the book. It's about how the author goes about changing that and adapting it to that sort of style.
Yes, but it keeps dragging on, and nothing happens, chapter after chapter.
It's like holding the carrot in front of the donkey. It's like, no, you can't have it. They're talking about lemons for about 3 pages.
Exactly, that's the good part of the book. It's the difference. It's the fact that we get to experience something that we wouldn't in other books. It's a story that's very out there. Yes, I'll say it. Yes, that's a good part of the book. The generic story was not appealing. I've already read books like that, and I'm going to read more books like that because of school. It's not always the best choice of books, but Talmud, the difference, all the new elements that it brought in was very appealing.
Anybody else want to finish defending Tarmac because we were in the minority? So I'll let the Tarmac people have the last word.
I really agree with what he said. What makes Tarmac special is that it's not it's not something you expect. And with like the parts like within London and all the historical facts, it's something like you're reading and you really don't know what's going to happen next and what you're going to get. So for me, that's something really special in the book. Because with Hadassah, it was predictable, and I knew more or less what was going to happen, and I was like, well, okay, it's interesting, but am I really going to like get big surprises and like really exciting, like, ooh, what's going to happen?
Adèle, dernier mot à toi.
Dans le livre Karma, je dirais que tu pouvais anticiper différentes choses quand tu lisais, quand tu finissais un chapitre, puis tu étais comme, ok, c'est ça qui va arriver prochainement, ça va faire quelque chose d'autre. Puis c'est ça que j'ai trouvé, c'est l'anticipation, peut-être arriver à la fin, puis il y a une fin que tu juste t'attends vraiment pas, puis tu es vraiment surpris, puis tu es juste comme, oh my god, comme, je m'attendais pas à ça. Puis avec les faits comme ça, tu peux t'imaginer ce qui arrive après. Ça laisse ton
Tu
imagination.
peux faire comme les 2 prochains chapitres dans ta tête, tu peux te laisser aller puis penser ce que tu veux.
Donner la fin que tu veux après ça.
Okay. What, do we let these last two want to have a, we're just looking at the time here, 7:49. It's come out rapido? Beep, beep.
It's just that I find not every book has to be explosions and fireworks and doodads and this and that. Like, not every book has to be all about everything happening. It could just be finding like something interesting in something so simple. That's what's beautiful about Hadassah. And I think what Sam said at the beginning is really, it's a perfect picture of the books. Like with Tanakh you have that. It's just like, it's very square, but Hadassah is very, like, it's the parallels that cross and it's very flowy. And I think that's really, I don't know, that really stuck with me. It's a perfect image because Hadassah, like everybody says, the world's just like, they flow together. It's just really like easy to read. You can't just, like, it's hard to stop almost. But Tanakh, it's really choppy.
Samia brought it up just when we started. It's that you knew where you were going. What's the point of reading a book if you already know where the story's going to end up? That's...
We're going to see if you were right.
So to make it simpler, you're just going to put an H or a...
On devrait to that note.
Yeah.
Ben, on va s'organiser pour que vous annoncez tout en même temps.
Oui.
C'est like, I'll talk about musical numbers.
Je pense que je vais voir une fille.
You guys voting in a block?